Hey Los Blancos fans, welcome back. Today we've got some major stories to dive into, including a nasty fight that happened in the training camp between Bellingham and Rudiger, Kylian Mbappe's shocking red card situation, our upcoming champions, League showdown with Arsenal, and more. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for daily Real Madrid updates. You won't want to miss a second of today's packed episode as we break down the latest developments at the Santiago Bernabeu. Let's jump right in. Last season, Carlo Ancelotti couldn't stop praising the positive atmosphere in the dressing room, calling it the best he'd ever managed. But it seems that harmony might be under strain as pressure mounts on Los Blancos this season. According to reports from El Chiringuito, things came to a head during Friday's training session when Jude Bellingham and Antonio Rudiger had to be separated by teammates after a heated confrontation. Sources say the incident began with a hard tackle, followed by Bellingham apparently insulting the German defender during a small-sided game. The situation escalated quickly, requiring teammates to intervene as the two players confronted each. Other club insiders have downplayed the incident, describing it as normal at this stage of the season, especially given the circumstances. The two players have reportedly resolved their differences, but it highlights the growing pressure as Real Madrid's hopes for a treble are in serious jeopardy. Look at the moment in El Chiringuito's report.
Cuéntanos.
Bueno, es una de las semanas con más tensión en el vestuario del Real Madrid. Desde el miércoles los jugadores sienten que tienen que pasar, sienten que se juegan la temporada en pocos días y me cuentan que en el entrenamiento del viernes hubo un fuerte pique entre dos jugadores. Fruto de la tensión, hay un pique importante, una bronca entre Bellingham y Rudiger. Es algo que suele pasar en muchos equipos de fútbol, pero toma la importancia a pocos días del Real Madrid-Arsenal. En el partidillo hay una mala entrada, un medio insulto del uno al otro. Total, se encaran y les tienen que separar. Un pique entre Bellingham y Rudiger, fruto de la tensión, que se soluciona muy bien, me dicen, que no va a mayores, que se dan la mano y que queda todo en cosas que pasan en un entrenamiento, pero que determina la tensión que hay en los jugadores del Real Madrid.
This increased tension comes at a critical time, with Madrid trailing Barcelona by 4 points in La Liga and needing a historic comeback against Arsenal in the Champions League. The team is clearly feeling the effects of recent devastating defeats to Valencia and Arsenal. The changing dynamics within the squad cannot be overlooked either. Ancelotti has previously mentioned the impact of losing veteran leaders like Toni Kroos, Nacho Fernandez, and Joselu Mato. Add to that the extended absences of Dani Carvajal, David Alaba, and Eder Militão due to injuries, and you have a perfect storm of challenges for team cohesion. In more troubling news, Kylian Mbappé is facing a potential minimum 10-match ban following his red card in the La Liga clash against Alaves. The French superstar was initially shown a yellow card for his challenge on Antonio Blanco, but VAR intervention saw the referee upgrade it to a straight red. Former PGMOL chief and FIFA official Keith Hackett didn't mince words about the incident, exclusively telling Football Insider that Mbappé put the career of his opponent at risk with what he called a brutal and cowardly act. Hackett believes the Spanish authorities should make an example of Mbappé, regardless of his name and status. Post-match footage revealed the severity of the challenge, showing Mbappé stamping into the tackle with apparently no intention of playing the ball in a manner that threatened to break his opponent's leg. The good news for Madrid fans is that any suspension would likely only cover domestic competitions, meaning Mbappé should still be available for Wednesday's crucial champions. League second leg against Arsenal. However, a 10-match domestic ban would effectively end Mbappé's La Liga season, with only 8 games remaining. Real Madrid assistant coach Davide Ancelotti, who took charge of the team during Carlo's suspension, addressed the incident after. The Alaves match. Kylian isn't a violent kid. He's a kid who apologized and is aware of what he did. It was a clear red card and he paid the consequences. The many small offenses he's been subjected to have made him react this way, which isn't right. I'm not justifying him, but that's what happened. If the ban is confirmed, this setback could mean Mbappé concludes his debut season at Real Madrid without any trophies. Barcelona currently lead La Liga, and the Copa del Rey will be decided by an El Clásico final. All eyes now turn to Wednesdays. Mammoth Champions League quarter-final second leg against Arsenal at the Santiago Bernabéu. After suffering a shocking 3-0 defeat at the Emirates, thanks to 2 stunning free kicks from Declan Rice and a goal from Mikel Merino, Los Blancos have a mountain to climb. Former Arsenal midfielder and current Real Madrid player Dani Ceballos has sent a clear message to his former club ahead of the clash. Speaking after Madrid's narrow 1-0 win over Alaves, Ceballos said, "We need players who give 200%, a dedicated fan base that believes like we do. The only option we have is that together we are stronger." He added, "On Wednesday, we expect an incredible atmosphere at the Bernabeu to turn around a very difficult result. We'll be waiting for you this Wednesday because we need you more than ever." The 28-year-old midfielder has been sidelined with an injury for several weeks, which forced him to miss the first leg at the Emirates. However, he made his return to action this weekend, coming on as a substitute against Alaves. On his fitness, Ceballos said, "Little by little, I'm getting better, feeling better. I'm happy to be back with the team and able to help them." When asked about Ceballos' potential involvement in the Arsenal match, Davide Ancelotti was non-committal. Danny trained well, he was fully available, but his substitution was more of a time waster. The game was crazy, and we didn't want that at the end. He's a player who's done well this season, and he'll help us on Wednesday, whether he starts or not. Despite the daunting task ahead, there remains belief within the Real Madrid camp that they can turn things around at the Bernabeu, a stadium famous for historic European comebacks. Despite trailing Barcelona by 4 points in La Liga, Real Madrid has not given up on the domestic title. The 1-0 win against Alaves, secured by Eduardo Camavinga's first-half goal, keeps Los Blancos in the hunt. Davide Ancelotti addressed Madrid's chances in both the League and Champions League after the Alaves match. Both are difficult, and we're going to try both. We know we have to earn it, that it's not enough to have the quality we have, and that some things have to go well. But everyone is convinced we're going to try in La Liga and in the Champions League as well. The assistant coach also emphasized the importance of Sunday's win for team morale. The win gives us confidence. We knew it wouldn't be easy. What happened in the match made things a little more difficult for us. But winning gives us confidence for what we want to see happen next. Wednesday. With 8 La Liga matches remaining, Real Madrid will need Barcelona to slip up while maintaining perfect form themselves. The schedule includes challenging fixtures against Real Sociedad, Celta Vigo, and Granada, before concluding with matches against Alaves, Villarreal, and Real Betis. Now for our expert analysis segment. The coming week could define Real Madrid's season. The tension between Bellingham and Rudiger, while concerning, could actually be a positive sign. It shows these players care deeply about the club's fortunes. This passion, if properly channeled, could fuel the intensity needed for a historic comeback against Arsenal. Regarding Mbappé's red card, this is precisely the kind of discipline issue Carlo Ancelotti cannot afford at this crucial juncture. The coach will need to have a serious conversation with his star striker about maintaining composure under pressure. If Madrid harbors any hope of salvaging their season, they'll need Mbappé at his brilliant best and on the pitch. The return of Ceballos provides Ancelotti with another midfield option for the Arsenal match. But the real question is whether Madrid can recapture the fighting spirit that has defined their European success for decades. If they can score early on Wednesday night, the Bernabeu atmosphere could become the 12th man they desperately need. That wraps up today's Real Madrid news update. To recap, tension is building at Valdebebas with Bellingham and Rudiger involved. In a training ground incident, Mbappé faces a potential 10-match domestic ban after his red card against Alaves. The team is preparing for a crucial Champions League second leg against Arsenal, and despite the challenges, the title race remains. Alive in La Liga, will Real Madrid pull off another legendary European comeback? Can they keep pressure on Barcelona in the league? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for daily Real Madrid updates. That's all for today. Please leave your comments below and hit the like button. Thank you for watching.